Hi, how are you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you? What's your name?
Ahmad.
Amar, my name is Kayla. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You have a seat. I wanted to go over a couple things first before we get into everything. First, I wanted to talk about the consent form that you signed.
Yes, ma'am.
Was you able to read everything?
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
How did you feel about it? Is it okay for you?
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty clear.
Okay, and then we're also going to talk about confidentiality. Whatever me and you talk about in here or discuss is between me and you.
Okay.
Unless you're a danger to yourself or others, and then I would obviously have to go and report that.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that okay for you?
Yep. Yep. That's fine.
Okay, so let's first start off. Why don't you tell me a bit about yourself?
Well, as you know, my name is Ahmad. As right now, I live with my grandparents, and I mean, it's pretty simple. I go to school. I'm only in middle school as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
I know I look like a man though. I play basketball. And as of right now, I'm just trying to, just have some fun, trying to get everything off my chest. I've been stressing out a lot lately. But I mean, yeah.
Do you have any plans for like college or anything?
Not as of right now. Nothing that I can actually think of off the top of my head. I have college not even really on my mind. I'm just trying to get to high school as of right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, why don't you tell me why you're here? Let's talk about that.
Yeah. The reason why I came in today is because like I said, I live with my grandparents, and I don't know, that household is just it's really stressful. My granddad's an alcoholic, and he's when he drinks, he gets really abusive.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's me, my grandma, and then a lot of my cousins, two older cousins who are both females,
Mm-hmm.
and then three younger cousins, which one is a female, and then two are males. Um, but I mean, yeah, he just gets really abusive. He drinks and he goes off. He lashes out on everybody in the house. The only people he doesn't come at is really just me and my two male cousins.
Yeah.
It's really the females in the house, which kind of makes me really, really, really angry because it's like, why are you putting your hands on them but not us?
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem right to me.
Right. So when you see, the abuse and you see how he acts when he starts to drink, how does that make you feel? Like, what emotions did that trigger for you?
Anger. I'm really a simple person. I don't get sad really. My sad is anger. I get mad.
Mm-hmm.
I get really mad and pissed off, and it's like I just really want to do something. I put holes in the walls. I've done that a couple of times. Punched refrigerators.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I get really mad, and my anger just controls me, and it directs me into a direction that I don't need to really go down.
Mm-hmm. So when you're that angry, like, what do you think? What do you think that you can do to control that? Do you feel like it's something that's controllable?
Uh, I mean, I'm trying to control it honestly, but um, as of right now, I'm really not having no help controlling it. I get mad. It's like I allow it to make me mad. It's just
Mm-hmm.
I feel for some reason I feel better when I allow that anger to guide me because it's like I'm letting my anger out. I'm mad and I'm mad that this is happening. I don't want to keep it in, so let it out.
Right.
But the way that I let it out isn't the best way to let it out.
I mean, but it sounds like, you kind of have a hold on it, and it's like you're using your anger for good,
I mean,
is what and correct me if I'm wrong, is that?
yeah, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
trying to. I'm really trying to use it for good, but it's just like I don't know any other way for good, like to use it for good other than hitting something, beating somebody up. You take my anger out on somebody else, i.e., my little cousins. It's like they don't need that. They don't need
Right.
that. The walls don't need that.
Right.
Nobody needs that. So it's like I don't know any other way of actually trying to put my anger out of me.
Mm-hmm. How do you think your little cousins feel when you lash out like that?
Scared, and it's like I don't like that because it's like they already fear enough for my granddad, so it's like I don't want them to fear me too. So it's like when I lash out and I get mad, I just start really swinging on stuff, and they come to me like, especially my little cousin, my male cousin, man. They look up to me. They look up to me as if like I'm their big cousin. I'm like their big brother, man. Like we're all a family. Like those are my sisters. I don't even call them cousins. They're my sisters and my brother. Seriously. So it was just really just us. So to me, for me to sit there and put out the same exact personality as my granddad, is like I'm no better than him.
Right.
I'm not hitting nobody, but I mean, hell, I'm still getting mad and putting poles in walls. Now my cousins grow up looking at that and it's like, well, hey, that's what I need to do. My
Right.
granddad and my big cousin did that, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that too.
Right. Have you ever like sat back and just think like do you ever think, hey, I'm like him? And do you ever feel like, hey, I need to control that because I'm putting fear in others as if he is in me?
Uh, yeah, honestly. I've thought about that a couple of times, man, but it's like, I don't know what it is. For some reason, it's like I sit down, I'm like, damn, I'm no better than him. But then it's something in me is like, no, you are better than him.
Right.
You are not him at all, because like I'm not putting my hands on nobody. But at the same time, it's like I'm not showing my cousins a better way. I'm here. I am getting mad at him, my granddad for doing something that he's doing, and I'm not doing anything any better. I have to
Right.
show my cousins and my family a better way than what they know as of right now. But I'm not doing that.
Hmm. And I mean, it sounds like, that you realize that you don't want to be like him and you're trying to change that.
Most definitely. I mean, I don't want to be like him at all, man. Like I said, my family is everything to me, especially the women in my family, man. I hold the women up in my family on pedestals like they're queens, because I mean they are. They birthed this family, they fed this family, they nurtured this family, they cared for this family, they've done everything for this family. So it's just like I don't know. It's just like I really care for them, and I want them to do better. I don't want them to fear for the rest of their life. It's like
Right.
why do you have to be fearful of some man who's putting their hands on you? Like forget all of that.
Mhm.
Um, so I mean, like I try to search for something better. I try to search for a better idea, something a better solution to what the solution the alternative. But I mean, I
Right.
can't find it.
Yeah. I can see that you definitely value the women in your life and they're very important to you and you wouldn't want to hurt the women like, your grandfather does.
Most definitely.
Why do you feel like your grandfather acts the way he does? What makes you think?
Honestly, I don't know. I've never sat down and I've never actually had the time, nor have I had the patience to sit down with that man and actually talk to him about that. Anytime we was ever sit down, it's just like nothing but anger. Anger feels me inside and just like fuck talking to you. I just want to whip your behind right now. I apologize, but um, it's just like I just really want to whip his behind. But it's just like I don't know if anything. So I haven't really sat down and talked to him. But I mean, from the stories that I've heard, I mean, he's grown up in a household like that. So it's like he drinks his pain away, and when he drinks his pain away, it's like, oh, well, what else can I do with this real fast? I'm about to just take it
Right.
off on somebody else, and that's his outlet. That's what he
Right.
does. That's what feels comfortable to him. But it's like it doesn't have to be like that. You don't have to drink. You don't have to hit somebody. You don't have to hit the walls. You don't have to get mad like that.
Mhm.
You can do other things around here other than that. Like, why put your hands on my family?
Right.
He's not even my blood granddad. He's my
Right.
step granddad. So
Mhm.
that really angers
It
me on
makes it
top of
even
that.
worse.
Yeah. So it's like you're not even blood. You come into my family and you destroy my family like this. No, forget that.
Yeah. It definitely sounds like he grew up in the product of his environment. He was definitely a product of his environment. So, how do you think your grandma feels about everything? Or does she even feel?
She's fearful, man. I don't know. My grandma, she's Filipino for one. So I mean, her mindset is already different. My granddad, he's not. He's from the states. He's American. He's African American. But my grandma, we talked about it all the time, and like she just feels like things have changed. And I'm like, why do you feel like things have changed? It's been 30, 40 years. What makes you think this is going to change? Nothing's going to change. Like this man has been the same exact man for I don't know how some odd years, longer than I've been alive.
Right.
So why is he gonna change? Stop thinking he's gonna change when it's not. Just leave. It's that
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah. Do you feel like she would ever get it that things won't change?
I I pray every night that she does, but I mean, the more and more I pray, and the more and more she doesn't get it, the more and more I feel like she won't. Um, I feel like it's just not she. I don't know what it is she's clinging on to. I don't know if it's love that she feels like she's clinging on to. I don't know if it's money. I don't know if she just fears being alone. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, she just needs to realize one, she has love with her family.
Right.
Two, she'll never be alone because I won't let that. I won't let that happen. She'll always have her family. But I mean, at the same time, I guess love for your significant other is different.
Right.
It's not the same. I can't give her the same love that she feels that he
For
gives
him.
her.
Yeah.
So
I mean, how do you feel about seeing her hurt like that? Like what kind of emotions does that put you through?
anger.
Anger.
Anger, and like I told you before, man, it's either anger or happiness with me. Um, and anytime like that happens, I just get mad, I get angry, I get extremely infuriated, and I just have to take it off on something. Um, mind you, I mean, he's a grown man who's been in the army, as well as done martial arts. And I'm just a young kid, so I really can't do too much. Um, but I mean, I just get mad, and it's like I want to take my anger out on him, but I can't. I remember one time, man, I was sleeping, and I heard a glass shatter. Um, and I saw my grandma, I called her Lola. I saw her walk out from the back room, and she was bleeding, and it was just like I woke up. I'm like, why are you bleeding? What happened? She was like, nothing. Go back to sleep. And I was like, what happened? She was like, nothing. Just go back to sleep. And I'm like, no, what happened? You better tell me what happened now. And then at this time, I'm kind of yelling and everything. And the rest of my cousins are waking up, and they see her bleeding as well. And she walked out to the back, and she's like, and I'm sitting there trying to talk to her or whatever, and she's not telling me. Finally, she's like, he hit me with a glass vase. Um, and I'm just like, what? So I walk back there and I try to confront him about it, and he's like, what are you gonna do about it?
Right.
Like you're 15 years old. You're 14, 15 years old. What are you gonna do about it? Like, are you serious? Like, you about to step to me? What's up? Um, and at this time, I just get mad and I punch the wall. I get mad and I punch the wall, and he grabs me and he throws me, and it's just like, what can I do about it?
Right.
I really can't do anything about it. At this time, he had a gun on his dresser, and I really just felt like grabbing the gun and just like really shooting him. But I mean, I don't know. It was like, can I get to it in time? I doubted myself. A lot of stuff went through my mind. Now I think about it too. It's like I'm glad I didn't, because I mean, God really had my back that day, because I don't know what would happen if I really would have grabbed that gun. But I mean, I ended up leaving the room, and they have like this old heater. I don't know if you've ever seen like these really old heaters where they have like the wires on the
Oh yeah,
inside,
yeah.
and it's like it heats up the room with the wires or whatever. So it's like it's legit hot. If you touch it, you burn it. So and I got mad, and that she had some stuffed bears, and I just threw them, and it landed on the heater, and I don't know, it ended up catching on fire.
Yeah.
And then he came out there, like, what is going on? What's smoking this night? And we just got into it. And I just left the house that night. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. And I ended up leaving the house that night, and I didn't come back for like a couple of hours. Um, but yeah, man, I came back and the ambulance was there, treating my grandma and this and that, whatever. And I don't know, I just really feel mad.
Yeah, you said a lot of things were going through your mind at that time that you and your grandfather was arguing. What things were going through your mind?
Death.
On his behalf?
On his behalf. I wanted him gone. I wanted him out the house. I wanted him to leave. I didn't want him to have nothing to do with my family. Like I said, you are not blood. Why are you coming in my family and destroying my family like this? Like, for one, these are the females of my family. You are a man. You're supposed to come into my family and protect them. You're supposed to come to my family and show the men of my family, i.e., me and my other little cousins, how to be men.
Right.
You're supposed to come in and protect the women of the family and show them how to be loved. But you're not doing that. You're doing the exact opposite. You are being a coward. So why am I more manly than you right now?
Right.
But I mean, neither him or my grandma could see that. So
yeah, that's kind of hard to take on. What did your other cousins think about everything? Like, how did they feel about the situation? Did they feel as strong as you do about how he treats her and how you want better for her?
I mean, yeah, they're most definitely my cousins, my older cousins, my two older cousins, my sisters. They definitely feel the same exact way. I know they fear it too. They fear it more than I do, for the simple fact that he puts his hands on them too.
Yeah.
It more than just beating. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't really realize that until now. Um, but it's like that really infuriates me too, because it's like the fear in this house is just like tremendous.
It's real.
It's like you can walk in the house and you can feel that tension, that pressure, that person, like that everything in there is just like, what the hell is this going on in this?
Right.
What is this energy around me? My cousins are fearful. My grandma's fearful. Don't nobody outside the household know what's going on. If you don't live inside the household, it's like keep it hush.
Right.
Don't tell nobody. Don't say nothing for the simple fact that you fear for your life if you tell somebody.
Right.
And I don't know. So I know my cousins were mad, but they couldn't afford to be as mad as I could because
Right.
they knew if they got really mad, he was gonna do something more to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So knowing that he did that to them, how does that make you feel knowing that it wasn't just beating?
Pissed off, like
Does that make
mad,
you angry?
very mad, man. I remember one time, I told a lot of my friends down there, or some, not a lot of them, some of my friends, and they ended up wanting to do something about it. Now, mind you, I'm 15, 14, 13 years old at the time, but I usually hang out with a lot of older friends, older people, and they get mad about it because I mean, the thing, the I guess the stereotype or the stigma is that if you're a man, you're not supposed to put your hand on a female. Point blank, period,
Right.
whatsoever. So it's like they wanted to do something about it. I remember a couple times they were talking about rolling up on him when he used to go to the commissary all the time. The commissary is the military grocery store. Let's roll up on him at the commissary. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do that. And I remember one time I got mad. I was sleeping in my room down there. I was sleeping in a room or whatever, and I just ended up getting mad. In my sleep, I woke up from my sleep because I was having a bad nightmare about that situation.
Yeah.
And I woke up and I walked into the room with a knife, and I was just looking at him like, bro, you about to be ended right now. I'm about to dead your stuff. And I don't know what it was, but something came over me, and I was like, I don't know, I just can't do it. Like God really, I realize now God really had my back through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know, even right now, just talking about it just really gets me really, really aggravated and mad. But I mean, I'm a different person now, so I try to control it. Even now, I mean, it still happens as of right now, but I really try to just control myself, calm down, and allow my anger to dissipate, and allow myself to control my anger, and not allow my anger to control me.
Yeah, you're very strong for coming in here and talking about that because that sounds like it cuts deep.
Yeah, it's honestly probably the one of the biggest secrets I've ever had.
Have you ever told any of your your family members?
Nobody knows.
Not even your parents.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Not even nobody. If you're not in the household, you don't know. I mean, people know about it, but not to a certain extent.
How would your parents feel if they found out about it?
Probably really shitty and angry and mad. Especially my dad, because I mean it's my dad's mom.
Yeah, that's his mother.
Yeah, so I mean he knows about it, but he doesn't know about it when I was there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he's upset. He's completely upset. He's mad. He wants to get her out the house just as bad as I do.
Right.
But I mean, we can't change her mind. So
next session, let's talk about more so of the whole anger thing, and let's see if we can set a goal for you trying to fix that and trying to mellow it out. I really enjoyed our session today, and I really appreciate you coming in and sharing this with me, and I hope that you're willing to come back.
I did too. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Why don't we schedule for next Thursday?
Yep.
Around 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it was so good to have you here. I'm glad you came in.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. You have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Thank you.